Hey guys, Heather Lake here, back with some more productivity thoughts for you. Okay, so I had a question recently about Heather, do you have any planners or resources or something for for those of us who are getting distracted 100 times a day, especially with the kids around? How can I stay on track? So essentially, that's the question. Thank you. Thank you for that. You know who you are. And I know this specific person has 3 children at home with her, and an amazing business mogul. So I know she's got a lot of stuff to do, and a lot of it requires focus. So here's the thing, when you have client calls or important meetings or parent time or whatever, your kids know that they have to be quiet. I mean, other than the most challenging, super young and very active ages, they know that if you give them something to do, right? You give them like learn Spanish on your tablet, or educational cartoons, or they're working on their homework, or they're playing a game, and they know for a certain period of time that they are not to bother you unless there's a real emergency, maybe. So you got to set some boundaries. They need to have a routine. You need to have a routine. Everyone needs to know what the intended routine is as much as possible. And I know that it's a whole new challenge for everybody. It's not like you can just have a sitter. If you have a partner that you can trade off with so that each of you gets a couple of 90-minute focus work blocks during the day, that's ideal. If they know I can't bother mom during this time, but if I need something, I can go to dad, or I'm supposed to be quiet for 30 minutes, right? Like you can do, chances are pretty good they can do 30 minutes of focusing on something to allow you 30 minutes of focus on whatever you need doing. And if you can do that several times throughout the day and you treat it like a client appointment, it works. The thing is, they have to know that they will get your undivided attention for a chunk of time, that you are there for them. And I know this is tricky in lots of ways. Look, I don't have young kids at home right now, and I am grateful for that. I'm not going to lie. So for those of you who do, or your other people in your household are all up in your space, and it's hard to focus, right? It is really hard to focus, especially when we're in this high anxiety era and the news and the instructions are changing. It seems like hour by hour. It's really easy to get distracted. So okay, so there were kind of 2 tips in there, and I have another one for you. So tip 1, make a routine. Use a spreadsheet, use a whiteboard, piece of paper, whatever you've got. Try to make a routine for the day or for the week as much as you can. Do chunks of time that are like a little bit longer than what you think your your coworkers in this period of time can handle, and stretch everybody. Make sure that you're spending intentional time with the people. Personal, family, fun, spontaneous, active time. Schedule those in as well. Because what happens is, if we think we're not going to get any, so here's what's going on in the minds of some of these children, right? If they think they're not going to get any mom or dad time because you're too busy, they're going to act out more because they're craving it more. If they know that they're going to get some of this time every single day, and they know exactly when it is, oh, that's 2 hours after lunch, we're going to do something, and they have something specific to be working on in the meantime. It alleviates that worry that they'll be forgotten. And not that anyone, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, there's some subliminal and subconscious, there's some psychology going on to this, and we kind of feel the same way. If we know that there's time scheduled for attention on us as a human being, as a child, as a partner, whoever, then we can go do our own thing, and it really anchors the day. So schedule a routine, use 20-minute blocks, 30-minute blocks, 45-minute blocks, hour, 90 minutes, whatever, right? Like come up with time frames that work for you, take breaks, get active. If you sit in the chair too long, everything just gets tight. Hip flexors, low back. We're all suffering a little right now, right? Take a walk, have a push-ups contest, run up and down the stairs, play, oh my gosh, I forgot that name. Twister? Whatever. Whatever it is, right? Like hide stuff around the house. Go find it. Like get creative, people. So, and then the other tip that I have is do not fall into the trap of thinking that multitasking works. As much as is humanly possible, you need to focus intentionally on one thing at a time. So be very intentional and talk about it and plan it together. Everybody has to know the schedule. Everybody has to know, this is when we do this. This is when you're going to do this. And it's the same thing for you. I'm going to spend 5 minutes on this, and then I'm going to spend 10 minutes on this, and then I'm going to spend 90 minutes on this, this proposal or whatever it is. Like if you're trying to do 12 things at once, it does not work. And that's partly why you're feeling so frustrated right now. You're trying to do too many things in the same instant of time, and it just builds your frustration level and your anxiety. So a great way to diffuse some of the anxiety is to practice mindfulness techniques, and meditation is a lifesaver. The Calm app, calm.com, has resources. I've seen Gabby Bernstein. She's got a bunch of meditations out there. There are so many free resources right now. It's awesome. What an amazing way the world is coming together in so many ways. I mean, challenges, so many rising to the challenge. It's awesome. I was also thinking, the Tapping Solution. There's the Tapping Solution app. There are free tapping. Tapping is, just check it out. I don't want to spend time on that right now. So you have resources to help settle down your nerves, calm your anxiety, get centered, get grounded, and do that a couple times a day if you can. Do a family meditation. I mean, listen, I know that sounds frightening on the surface, but just try it. 10 minutes. Everybody be quiet. Put on do a guided meditation on Calm. There's stuff for kids on there. It's awesome. So don't fall into the trap of trying to multitask. I know it's kind of a default setting when we get overwhelmed and anxious and too busy. So just be mindful of that. Take a step back and say, okay, I'm trying to do too many things at once. For 10 minutes, I'm going to focus on this. And then for 10 minutes, I'm going to focus on this. And now we have a routine, and the kids, the partners, whoever know that we're going to be doing certain things together every day throughout the week. And you can settle in. I know this, we're all hoping this would just be a few weeks, but obviously it's going to be a while. So you got to figure it out. I'm giving you some ideas here. Hopefully this is helping, whether you have young children, older children, partners, parents, whoever, people are around you that you're not used to having while you're trying to do focus work. But you've got this. You're stronger than this challenge. There are ways to actually enjoy this time together. So shift your perspective if you need to. Get creative. Use those time blocks. Be intentional. And try not to multitask. All right, that's what I've got for you today. I forgot to offer. So if you want some help figuring out the specific routine and creating a calendar, just let me know. I'm happy to help you with this. Just jump on grab 20 minutes or 30 minutes on my calendar. I'll help you. I've got a lot of tools. There are worksheets from the Focus and Flow, Create Your Freedom Through the Power of Productivity series that I put together. I've got procrastination cutter worksheets. There are a lot of things I can help you with. So if you want a little guidance with that, just grab a time on my calendar and I'll help you through it. All right, that is it for now, and make it a kick-ass week, and I'll see you again here soon.